When I stress space in your life to gain meaningful relationships, I mean it from the following perspective. I was in Lebanon last week, 2 weeks ago, renting an Airbnb. I walked in, I was floored by the view of the Med. I was just like, this is insane. I asked the Airbnb manager, I said, who owns this? And it turns out that the person who owned the property lived right downstairs and that this was their guest house. I said, I want to meet the person. 1 hour later, his name is Ziad. He came up. He's a 48-year-old divorced guy, older kids like me. He's got one 17 that's left in the house. And once she's gone, he's pretty much done. We connected really, really quickly and became relative friends. And we've gone out like 4 or 5 times. I asked Z, I said, man, I'd like to rent your place and I'd like to pay you for it. So you know that someone who's a good human is living in it, taking care of it, but you also get good revenue and you feel good about what's happening. As soon as I met him, I knew that that relationship was going to change my life. I knew it. Because of the way he was talking about life, he was in the steel business, he gave it up, he's doing this ice cream thing, et cetera, et cetera. Mentally, I knew I was going to create space in my life to build something meaningful with him. And what has happened is he's treating me as a family member. He's brought me to all these events in Lebanon in the past 3 weeks since I've been there. He's connected me to new people. It's well beyond a monetary relationship where I'm paying for his place or whatever. When I mean building meaningful relationships, any level of success that I've had from a personal perspective in all these countries or from doing business is because I stopped and I recognized that there was something special about that person and I need to invest in that person and in that thing. He hears from me probably once every 3 or 4 days. We'll talk business and et cetera. When you do the real estate investing and getting into the real estate community, you have me, by the way. You've already invested in this relationship with a guy who's done $220 million of real estate in the last 3 years in multiple classes. You have that. Not only do you have it, you reinvest in it once a week by showing up on this call for 45 minutes. I'm going at length for a reason.
Yeah.
I do real estate in Cyprus because I invested in the person that I met. And we're on our third deal together because I keep showing up. I go. That's what I mean about space and reinvesting for the purposes of gaining meaningful relationships. I don't mean networking. That's not where I'm getting at. I mean you
I
giving
see.
yourself space in life to reinvest in a relationship that you deem important for the purpose of Mari reaching her
Mhm.
goals and helping that
Okay.
person reach their goals too.